Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yashala, Koholoinala, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakha HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M, Aqua, who's out here sincerely keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. Jachanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson. Pray that it's edifying. And it's just going to be a quick one. I just wanted to just, by the Spirit, I was kind of scrolling through my news feed. And, of course, they're going to be talking about this Wakanda Forever movie. And the reason why I brought this up is because there's a lot of traction with the Hebrew Israelites, right? Well, as you heard with Kanye West, Kyrie Irving, and the movie Hebrews, the Negroes. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get Jeff Bezos to take it off the Amazon platform. And, you got all these celebrities, supposedly 200 celebrities or so. And they're all small hatters that want that movie to come down off the platform. But what they're not understanding is they're just adding fuel to the fire. Instead of just shutting the fuck up and letting it die down, they're actually bringing more evidence as to, who the real true Hebrew Israelites are. And, a lot of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are awakening. Now, when it comes to this Wakanda Forever movie, though, I'm pretty much talking to you so-called blacks, because you're not black people. You're actually Hebrew Israelites from the tribe of Judah. If you identify as a black American or an African American, you can't be a color, man. A color is not a nationality. Africa and America is two continents. You can't be two continents. That's not a nationality. And actually, both of these continents are named after a so-called white man. The average person don't even know that Africa is named after a so-called white man. You see what I'm saying? And you can look it up, but that's another lesson as well. But anyway, I wanted to touch on this because what they're going to try and do is they're going to rock Jake back to sleep with this African shit. They're gonna push this movie, and they're gonna make all you Hebrew Israelites, not all, but you get what I'm saying. The people that are awakening to knowing that they're Hebrew Israelites, they're gonna want to try and put you back to sleep with this African movie shit, as if you just was swinging from trees in Africa, and all of a sudden your women became warriors and all this other shit. They're gonna put you to sleep with the look how powerful our women are. Women are beating the shit out of men in the movie. All that's fantasy, man, and it goes against the scriptures. The woman is not supposed to usurp authority over the male, and they focused a lot on these women warriors in the movie. They focused a lot on this African hair. Look at your African, and people was out here really going nuts about that shit. I still haven't seen that movie to this day. I still haven't seen Wakanda. I don't want to see no damn African movies and these people trying to push damn Africanism on us. Fuck them. Hey, we're not Hamites, man. We are Israelites. As a matter of fact, let me just grab a quick scripture real quick. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of the fact that the so-called white man, those small hatters that are telling Kyrie Irving that you got to do these 6 things. You need to go to sensitivity training, and you have to prove to us that you're not anti this and anti that. Those same people are going to push this Wakanda movie on you Negroes and have you out here thinking that you were swinging in trees in a goddamn jungle again. You see? Because they're crafty with their they're crafty hunters, man. They understand how to push the media and use the media as a weapon to their liking, man. And they push this shit because you can go through, like, if you run it through Walmart, they got all the toys and shit. They got the claws, they got, and that's going to be a lot of so-called Negro kids' Christmas gifts and shit. This African shit, man. We're not Africans. Matter of fact, let's just prove it. I got a tab up from the Zonderman's Bible Dictionary. Or did I get rid of it? Oh, here we go, right here. I kind of keep this in my tabs because it's real good information to have to bring out on Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is their own, writings, man. But it's just that, Jake, we have to do more research and more studying, man. because there's 54 countries in the continent of Africa. You can't be all 54 countries. God damn, they won't even tell you which one of them you're from. All they telling you is that you descend from two different white men, named after Africa and America, and all these different names, man. But we're living in the last days, man. The Lord is waking our people up. But let's get this Zondervan's Bible Dictionary. Now you can get a Zondervan's Bible Dictionary. You can get them at Borders. Matter of fact, they on Borders Head too. The bookstore. About them selling the Hebrews to Negroes book. I have one of those books too. I'm gonna start thumbing through it because I never actually read it. Somebody gave me one of those books, man. It's a big ass book. I should just create a damn TikTok hookup and just start reading a page from it per day just to see what's popping. You know, but they're bringing a lot of attention to the fact that we're Hebrew Israelites. But they're going to use this Wakanda movie to deaden our people, man, and put a lot of our people back to sleep and to get rid of that thought of we're Africans, you know, because our people have been so damn proud of being an African, man. You see? Now, African American, that particular term, I'm actually older than the nationality. I'm older than when the term African American, they came up with it in 1989. So how can I be older than my nationality? That don't even make no sense. So that lets you know that we're not African Americans. Because Jesse Jackson came up with that crap in 1989. They went from Afro American. It was calling niggas a hairdo at one time. Afro. Niggas with the big ass pick and they fro. Before that, I think they was calling, what are they calling them? Colored Negroes, niggers, man. Our nationality done changed up so many times. And then, I mean, I was thinking yesterday, I was meditating yesterday, like, well, damn, if they had the opportunity to name us 6 different times, right? From Negroes to niggers, Negroes. I think they went from that to black. Colored, black. Or was it Afro-American, African-American? So they've changed our identity up like 6 times. I'm like, well, goddamn, can we at least get one in? They can change our identity 6 times, but we can't call ourselves Hebrew Israelites, which make far more sense than any of these names that they've ever given us. Come on, man. Anyway, this is the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary. Negroes are not from the line of H.I.M. Okay? And here it goes right here. This is in the Bible Dictionary. Ham or ham, because that word means hot in the Hebrew. That's the original name for the continent, basically what they call Africa. It's Ham. It says the youngest son of Noah. And as you know, when the flood went down, biblically the flood went down, 8 people were saved. Noah, his wife, Shem, his wife, Ham, his wife, Japheth, his wife. The earth was repopulated by those 3 sons of Noah, basically. And we come from the bloodline of Shem, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We don't come from the bloodline of Ham. It clearly just said it in this title here. But this is the Bible Dictionary. Let's get it. The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. And that's Genesis. You can get that account from Genesis chapter 10, 6 through 20. So we don't need the rest of that. But anyway, the point is we're not Hamites, man. Everyone with melanin are not the same people. You can't just push the Ethiopians on us. You can't just push it's, like I said again, it's 54 countries in the continent of Africa, man. Those countries are just as big as America. Some of those countries in that continent are just as big as America. Africa is a huge continent, man. So when they get to calling you African, ask them where in Africa are you from? Now, we did come from the west coast of Africa, but you have to understand the history that we ran into Africa out of Jerusalem in 70 AD. And we set up shop in the west coast of Africa. That's why a lot of our people are still in like areas of Ghana, Nigeria, that West Coast part of it. And that's where the so-called white man came on the shores of Africa and rounded us up, basically, and brought us to these Americas in slavery, man, and then shipped us all throughout the other parts of the world. And them Hamites helped them. Them damn Africans, them Hamites, they helped the so-called white man rile us up, man. But you'll have these people, well, your own people sold your own people, because they're ignorant and don't understand that everybody with melanin are not the same people. They don't get that. They just lump us all together in one lumping. You get these damn Africans, they come to America, man, they know. They're not going to have anything to do with you Negroes like that here, because they hate you just like the so-called white man do. When you look at the UN meetings, them dark niggas, them dark-skinned people that be at them UN meetings, those are Africans. Those are Hamites that's sitting around with the so-called white man coming up with a way to keep you Negroes from finding out that you're Hebrew Israelites. Because what African country, as big as Africa is, the continent, the whole continent, 54 countries, how many of those countries said, you know, we're about to go to war with you Americans if y'all don't let our people go? Not a one. Not one of them. So cut it out with the African shit. Not a one. Big as that continent is, you think that they all be done gathered arms and are, you know, surrounding America on the waters, just coming into this bitch, you know, just by the millions and fighting for the so-called Negro. No, not a one. So cut it out with the African shit, man. But I just wanted to just touch on this and bring this out because, like I said, they're definitely, you're dealing with cunning hunters, man. Esau Edom is a cunning hunter. And one of the most cunning hunters out of their tribes is the Amalekites, man. Them small hatters, them people that's butt breaking Kyrie. It's them. They're the main culprit out of the so-called white men, because they're so-called white people too. They just done fooled the world into thinking that we're not the same as white people in America. No, they're the same people. They come from the same bloodline, the same seed line, Esau Edom. They're no different than Vladimir Putin in Russia. They're no different than them Ukrainians. They're no different than a so-called white person in a trailer park in Tennessee. They're the same people, man. So don't let them rock you back to sleep with this Wakanda forever crap, man. So I just wanted to just touch on that. With that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala.